In this tutorial, we are going to learn about the construction of angles. Okay, so there are three learning objectives as a part of this tutorial. Our first objective is to learn how do you construct an angle of any required measurement on a line, right? And the second is, once you have an angle, how do you divide that angle into two parts? Meaning, how do you obtain an angle bisector? Okay, and the third one is to be able to divide a line into two parts by using a perpendicular bisector. Okay, so first let's talk about constructing the angle. So in this case, what we do is, let me first draw a line segment. So this is my line segment, precisely 5 centimeter in length, and on this line I'm supposed to create an angle of 60 degree. Okay, that is the requirement. And let's say this is line segment A and B. Okay, now let's call our compass. Now you position the metal end of this compass at point A where you want to construct your angle, and open up the compass up to any radius. Okay, there is no specific recommendation that it should be 1 centimeter long or 2 centimeter long. You can open it up to any length. Once you're done with that, then you just create an arc so that it intersects with the line segment AB, and drag this arc long enough so that you know that your position of 60 degree angle is somewhat covered in this arc. Okay, now all you need to do next is that without changing the opening of this compass, you move the metal end to the point of intersection where the arc was intersecting the line AB, and then create another arc so that it intersects with the first arc. Okay, now you have your required angle at 60 degree. Let's move this compass away and then connect the point A with the intersection point that you just obtained from the two arcs. Okay, so this is your required angle of 60 degree. So why don't we just measure it? And you see that I brought our protractor tool, I positioned it at point A, aligned with the line segment AB, and then you notice that we have the line going through precisely at 60 degree angle. Okay, so this is how you create an angle of 60 degree using the compass tool. So now let us talk about the working of an angle bisector, and a compass tool will be very useful in this method. What we do is, we take the compass and position the metal end at the point, at the vertex where the angle is being formed, and the one that we want to divide into two parts. Alright, so using that as the reference point or as the pivotal point, open up the compass far enough so that you can create a curve or an arc. So when you create this arc, it will intersect with line segment. So let's say this line segment AB is intersecting with the arc at point X, and it is intersecting with the line segment, the same arc is at point Y. Okay, now without changing the radius of this arc, move the metal end of this compass and create another arc, something like this. Okay, and in this case, notice that I'm positioning the metal end at the intersection point X here. Okay, and the step 3 would be to move the metal end to the intersection point Y, the one that you obtained by this arc and with the line segment AC. And once again create an arc so that it intersects with the arc number 2 that we had. And see, now you have another intersection point. Let's say this is intersection point M, the one that you obtained by having two arcs, right? And finally, you just connect the point A and the point M, and this is your required angle bisector. Okay, so let's name it. This is my ray AZ in this case, which is the angle bisector. Okay, now let's measure it. If everything is right, that this angle that we just created by bisecting using the ray AZ should be 30 degree, right? So let's invoke our protractor tool and position it at point A, align it with the horizontal line AB, and you notice that this red line, the ray AZ, is precisely at 30 degree. Okay, so this is your required angle bisector. By the way, this method that we demonstrated here, it can be used to bisect any angle, whether the angle is 16 degree or whether it is 19.5 degree or whether it is 179 degree. Any angle, any measurement can easily be bisected using this method. Alright, so now our third objective is to learn about how do you obtain a perpendicular bisector, right? So first, let's draw a line segment. In this case, I'm going to draw a line segment of 4 centimeter. Okay, So this is my line segment. Let's call this is my line segment A and B. All right. We will take our compass one more time and then position the compass at the point A. Open up it up long enough so that it is slightly longer than the half of this line segment AB. Okay. So then you lock it and draw an arc, ensuring that it goes both above and down from the line segment AB. Okay. It's more or less a half circle, you could say, at this stage. All right. Now let's move and position the metal end at the other point of the line segment, meaning position it at the point B. And then one more time, create an arc such that you are able to intersect the arc that you drew in step 1. Okay, just like this, what we are showing here. Now, all that is left to do is simply connect these 2 points that we obtained as an intersection, and that is a line that we can create. So just for the sake of reference, let me name these 2 intersection points. Okay, so this is point X and point Y. All right. So this line that you obtain, XY, is perpendicular to AB and XY is a bisector. Okay, so we have to measure 2 things. And you notice that the line XY is intersecting with the line AB precisely at 2 centimeters from either end. Okay, so that means it is truly a bisector, and that's what we have here. So it is definitely a bisector. We proved that. So now let us see whether it is a perpendicular or not. So we are going to position our protractor tool at the intersection point of line XY and line AB. And you notice that this is the center of that intersection. It is precisely at the center of our protractor tool, right? And it is aligned, and I do see that it is at 90 degrees. So this is where we stopped today. Our learning objective was to learn about creation of an angle, to obtain the angle bisector, and to learn about a perpendicular bisector of a line segment. And we have covered all 3 of those objectives. So with that, let's take a pause here.